Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the latest chain battle against the Giant Ape Baby, with the effective categories being GT Heroes, Pure Saiyans, and Terrifying Conquerors. Now the list of advantageous characters is a recommended list, especially to use for your attackers, and we'll talk about that when we do the team setup. However, what is important here is basically understanding that your goal with chain battle is to hit 100 million in a single run. If you can do that, you get most of the really good rewards, and then it's just basically making sure you play enough to get the cumulative rewards that you can obtain from the missions. Setting up your supporters is pretty easy. For the super side, we're looking for any Pure Saiyans and GT Heroes. You can fill up with any other units that have a red tint. The red tint means that they're more effective than the blue characters. However, links are also something super important. It's a very major component of chain battle, so making sure that you pick units that link well for your friends to use is always helpful. Remember, although you don't technically use these characters to take on chain battle, setting up a good friend list does help out those who obviously have you in their friends list, but also just in general it's just something nice to do. You can set up a really bad one and then you don't really help anyone else, and it's kind of lame. On the extreme side, you're looking at obviously Terrifying Conquerors and Pure Saiyans. It's best to try and keep it to one kind of character. So for example, Vegeta for the majority of it. Maybe Turles, Nappa are really good there. I would avoid Raditz as he's classified as a low class warrior, although Turles is as well. So maybe Nappa and Vegeta, or alternatively go like Raditz and Turles. Don't think it matters too much, it's just more about availability of characters. Once you've set up your supporters, it's time to head on to selecting our attacker. In this situation, the best attackers are going to be Super Saiyan 4 Gokus. You can see a lot of them have the red tint over them. Now, I highly suggest 3 of them as an option. You have the Strength EZA Goku, you have the AGL LR Goku, and you have the Int Full Power Goku. I think either one is okay. Ideally, what I would suggest is I honestly would suggest going for the Strength Goku. However, you also have the Tech Full Power one as well. Those are the most accessible ones. If you have either of the LRs, those are going to be your top picks, personally speaking. Of course, in terms of the support, you want to make sure that your linking support you choose is very similar to the ones you get the team of. So you're looking at either a full power Goku, or you're looking at obviously either of the other SS4 Gokus. Ideally, you also want ones that have high hidden potential systems. Those do come into play, so making sure you pick a team with a lot of Rainbow units or a linker with Rainbow is going to be very important. And on the same side for the extreme, we're prioritizing the Vegetas. Checking your score does give you some kind of indication as to how well you're going to do. However, remember that Rainbow stats are not put into account when assessing the score. So it gives you an idea, but it's not a perfect metric. Now, obviously, when you're taking on the actual Giant Ape Baby, what I do suggest is slowing things down. Slowing things down does help out, at least for me. It gives me a little bit more time to just process things and to look at the units that have flown in. Remember, you're going to have to select 3 linkers. I highly suggest here that you prioritize selecting Giant Ape Gokus, or sorry, SS4 Gokus, as those are going to link up. Even full power to normal base SS4 Goku is going to be a lot better than picking Vegetas or anything else. Any GT Gokus, basically, the SS3 one also links up pretty well, so you can use him as well. And that should give you kind of enough to get a good score. Obviously, you're going to see me here just about scrape into the 100 mil bracket. I think what could be improved here is definitely my extreme side of things. I could have used a Rainbow linker, and I think also I could have obviously switched to an LR attacker. I think that definitely would have helped, especially AGL Goku, who I have 90% in. I only have a 55% strength Goku, so that's kind of why I wanted to use him. I am going to do a run now with the Tech Oob. So for those of you who are interested in seeing how the best free-to-play option does, I will showcase that to you here. But otherwise, you can just kind of go off and do your own thing. So yeah, obviously, the big thing with Oob, he's not going to be nearly as good as the Goku. And just remember as well that I'm not choosing maybe as good a linking team here, but he is going to fall short of the Gokus. So if you are out of Gokus, you can obviously get Oob, but just remember that you are not going to have the same level of result as if you would use a Goku. You'll still be able to score relatively high. We're going to get into the 80 million bracket here, but it's not going to be nearly as high as if we were using a Goku. So it is something you're just going to have to accept or deal with. You could probably push it a little bit higher, of course, so it isn't too bad for a free-to-play option. But usually free-to-play options can score in the 100 mils. It's just at this time we don't have one that meets the category requirements, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, that's basically going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you need any more help, you can let me know in the comments down below. I will gladly assist you, of course. But yeah, other than that, that's basically going to be it from me. And if you do need to see any more scores, you can click on the little ranking section and you can actually check out other people's teams. But yeah, that's it from me. Bye.